Hello guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be showing you this 2022 BMW 7 Series. This one is the 740 and this one has the i6, and this one has two packages. It has the driver assistant pro package and it has the premium package. So let me go ahead and show you all the features this one has. Under the hood, they're going to be a 3.0 twin turbocharged i6 that's connected to an 8-speed automatic transmission. This engine produces 335 horses and 330 pound-feet of torque, and the fuel economy numbers on this engine: 20 in the city, 27 highway, and 23 combined. Here is the MSRP sticker of this 2022 BMW 7 Series. If you guys are interested in the packages this one has, just go ahead and pause the video, and the price on this one is $97,000. If you guys are curious about the color is called Alpine White, and it does look very good on this 7 Series. Again, this one is the 740 and it does have the premium package and the driver assistant package. Design looks very good, and this thing looks nice and aggressive. That grille is massive, and it is finished in chrome. So I really like the way how this grille looks like. BMW logo is going to be right there. It does have grille shutters, so basically the grille opens and closes. And as I said, it does have a good amount of chrome on it, and it does have a front-facing camera, and there are going to be some parking sensors right here in the front. And for the headlights are going to be all LED, which is expected from BMW, and the turn signal indicator is going to be an LED strip that is right on top of the low and high beam. And overall, I really love the design of the headlights, and it does have nice design right here up top, basically a brushed aluminum trim. And coming down, there's going to be a functional bottom grille. Here is the sensor for the braking assist, and the lower grille is going to be finished in gloss black. They're going to be some brushed aluminum, so basically that trim, this one is going to be finished in brushed aluminum, and this lower trim right here is going to be finished in chrome. There's going to be a side functional vent, and overall this thing looks beautiful from the front. It almost looks like an SUV from the front, standing right in front of it, but when you go to the side, you could tell that this is a sedan. But overall, I really like what BMW is doing with the front end of their cars. The grills do look big, but I think they just give their cars and SUVs a very aggressive look. But let's go ahead and move to the side, and I'll show you how it looks like from the side. Here is the side view of the 7 Series. This is a very long sedan, and this is expected from this segment. Right here on the side, there's really nothing too crazy. They're going to be one sharp line by the door handles, so the top portion of the doors. And as I said, design right here on the side, nothing too crazy. This is a luxury big sedan. And for the rims, those rims are the base rims you could get, basically the free rims. There is, I think, 7 or 8 rims you could choose from, and I would definitely go with something else. The size of those rims, they are 245, 50, 18. I would honestly go with a different rims just to fill the gap that this 7 Series has. But overall, the design view looks pretty good. In the bottom, they're going to be a chrome trim, and they're going to be a functional vent, and they're going to be a little bit of chrome on the door handles, and the window sills are going to be finished in chrome. It does have a panoramic sunroof, and on the mirrors they're going to be a blind spot monitoring system, a turn signal indicator, and a camera for the 360 camera this BMW has. And I'll go ahead and show you the 360 camera this BMW has, because it does look very good. But now let's go ahead and move to the back of this 7 Series, and I'll show you how it looks like from the back. Here is the back of this 7 Series. Nothing too crazy right here in the back. This is a 7 Series, basically a big luxury sedan, so it doesn't have to be aggressive. And this is not an M, so the back is not going to be that crazy. Everything right here in the back is going to be LED, which is expected, of course. And they're going to be a strip right underneath that chrome strip. This is going to be actually functional, so it does light up. So the whole back is going, basically this LED strip is going to be functional. It's going to light up, and there are going to be lights across the back of this BMW. X-Drive badge is going to be all the way to the left, BMW in the middle, of course, and 740i is going to be all the way to the right. And you could get this 740 in rear-wheel drive, or you could get it in xDrive, basically all-wheel drive, BMW all-wheel drive system, and it does have parking sensors here in the back. And that chrome strip actually does look very good. I really like it. And here is the backup camera. It's to the right of the BMW badge or logo. And in the bottom, there are going to be some reflectors, a chrome trim next to the reflectors, and there are going to be some fake chrome tips. So the actual exhaust tip is going to be inside. A lot of companies are doing that now, so it's no big deal. Here is a key. Feels nice and light, but very solid. It is finished in black and brushed aluminum, and it does have 4 buttons on it: lock, unlock, trunk release, and the panic button. To open the trunk, there are going to be 3 ways: one on the key, one on the trunk itself, and one inside. It does have automatic trunk. It does open nice and quick, and there are going to be 2 buttons: one to close the trunk and one to close the trunk and lock the car. And inside there is a ton of space inside of this 7 Series. A little bit of storage place to the right, and I think that's the first 8 kit inside. And they're going to be a pass through, and on the left there's going to be a hook. On the right there is no hook, but there is a 12-volt socket, some tie downs, and this BMW does not have a spare tire. Here is a door handle. It does have a little bit of chrome, as I said, and it does have a sensor. That's how you unlock the car. And to lock it, there are going to be 3 lines. Just go ahead and tap on them, and that will take care of locking the car. Here is a front door panel. It does look good, and the top portion is going to be finished in leather, nice and soft. It does have some stitching right here. It's almost brown stitching, and it does have ambient lighting right underneath that wood trim. Right underneath the wood trim, they're going to be brushed aluminum. Door handle has a really nice design to it. It feels very light, but nice and solid. Door locks, and it does have Harman Kardon sound system. Speaker looks good. Window switches and everything looks very nice and high quality, which is expected for a very expensive car. The armrest is nice and soft. I love the stitching right here. Memory seats, and it does have massaging seats. This is part of a package, and the bottom is actually not going to be finished in plastic. This is going to be finished in that synthetic rubber material, and good amount of storage place, but there is no bottle holder, or maybe there is a bottle holder right there. This is too small for a bottle holder, so there's no bottle holder in the bottom of this door. There's going to be the trunk release button, and here is the interior of this 7 Series. It does have the mocha Napa leather. It's basically a brown leather that looks very good. I love the white piping, the brown stitching. Seats are very nice and comfortable, and it does have, of course, power seats, and it does have lumbar support. But let's go ahead and move inside this 7 Series, and I'll go and show you how it looks like from the inside. Alright, so here is the interior of this 2022 BMW 7 Series. Nice and spacious, and this color looks very, very nice, and overall design looks good. Very similar to the 5 Series I drove, and the fan finish is amazing in this 7 Series. The steering wheel is nice and thick, which is expected from BMW. The 10 and 2 grips are very nice and thick, and the steering wheel is wrapped in leather, which is expected, of course. All the way to the left, they're going to be the cruise controls, and right behind the steering wheel, they're going to be the paddle shifters. They're nice and big, and they actually feel and sound good. They're finished in brushed aluminum. And all the way to the right, they're going to be the phone controls, voice command, and the volume controls. And overall, the steering wheel design looks good. It does have a good amount of brushed aluminum. It does have heated steering wheel. And right behind the paddle shifters are going to be the high and low beam with the turn signal indicator controls. And all the way to the right, they're going to be the wiper controls. And the gauges look good. This is going to be an LCD screen. It's a 12.3 inch screen, and it does look very good. When you change the modes, the screen changes. So beautiful high-res 12.3 inches. And all the way to the left, they're going to be the headlight controls and the brightness controls. Everything looks good, and I really like this wood trim, brushed aluminum around the AC vent. Here is a screen. It's a 10.25 inch screen. It does look very good, and I really like the design of it, and the way how it's integrated into the dash is actually very nice. But if you actually compare this 10.25 inch screen to the size of the sedan, it does look very small. It does have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The system overall is nice and responsive and very quick. It does have iDrive 7, does have built-in navigation, and the backup camera is very nice and clear, which is expected for an expensive car like this, a 7 Series. It does have the 3D view, and you could actually see what's around the car. So very nice responsive system, not laggy or slow. And it does have the gesture controls. You could actually I think do this, and that should, it was working earlier, but it does not, it's not working now. You could actually raise up the volume just rotating your finger like this. So that's of course very nice. And it does have the safety features. You click on this and that will take you to the safety features. You could actually turn off the braking assist and the blind spot and all these nice safety features this 7 Series has. It does have the engine shut off, so when you come to a complete stop, the engine will turn off. And here is the engine start stop. AC vents look good. I really like the wood and the brushed aluminum. And here is the emergency light button. Coming down, they're going to be the radio controls, the presets, and it does have a volume knob but not a tune knob. And coming down, they're going to be the climate controls. Climate controls are very easy to use. It does have cold seats. This is part of a package. It's a $500 package, and it does of course have heated seats. And here is the fan speed for the driver. It does have the fan speed for the passenger. So I really like what BM does with their climate control. The passenger and the driver, they have their own individual fan speeds. Max AC, you could change the modes. Even the passenger could change their own modes. Here is the temperature, and it does have an auto function for the passenger and driver, and it does have a sync function. And this is going to be an LCD screen. And coming down, they're going to be a cover. If you push it once, it will actually stop halfway, and if you push it one more time, we'll close the whole thing, and feels nice and solid. They're going to be a storage place right here. This is actually supposed to be a wireless phone charger, but I think if you don't opt for it, it's minus $250. So if you get it, it is a $250 option. 2 cup holders, good size, 1 USB and a 12 volt. And here is the shifter that will control the 8-speed automatic transmission. To put it in reverse, click on this button and push it to the front. To put it in drive, push it again and move it to the back. And here is the park button, and it does have plus and minus, so you could actually control your gears, and you could actually control the gears from the paddle shifters if you want to. And traction control button, sport mode, comfort mode, eco mode, and it does have the parking sensors. Here is a button to turn on the camera system in this 7 Series, and you could actually adjust the height of this 7 Series. E-brake, brake hold, and you could control the screen from this wheel. So you could zoom in and zoom out from like on the navigation, or you could actually go from one menu to another using that wheel. So you could basically control that screen 2 different ways. You could touch it, or you could use that wheel. And you could go to maps from this map button, zooming in and zooming out just by rotating that wheel. Option button and a back button, and it does have wood on this metal console, brushed aluminum that looks very good around this metal console. The stitching looks amazing, and everything looks really nice and high quality. And here is the armrest. Feels a little bit on the harder side, but inside they're going to be an okay space, 1 USB, 112 volt and a light. I really wish it was a tiny bit bigger, but it's not too bad. And here is the rear view mirror. It does look good. It's almost frameless. I really wish it was frameless for this 7 Series. And they're going to be LED lights, which is expected, of course. This light will turn on all the lights in this 7 Series, and it does have a sunroof. And it does have an SOS button right here. The shade opens nice and quick. And the sunroof opens nice and quick as well. And it does have a back shade. And the other one, this button right here, will close this, the back shade of the sunroof, and this will open it. And overall, I think BMW did a great job with the design of this 7 Series. It feels nice and spacious. The seats are comfortable, and by the way, here is the visor. It's a little bit on the smaller side. It does have a light, and it does have a mirror, good size mirror, and the light is nice and bright. Here is a back door panel. Top portion is going to be finished in leather, nice and soft. It does have a shade, and it does have a light. So I'll show you that when I get inside. And they're going to be a cigarette holder and Harman Kardon speaker. It does have that wood trim, brushed aluminum. Door handle feels very light, and this is finished in brown, but I'm not exactly sure if that's leather or it feels like plastic and leather at the same time. The armrest is nice and soft. This is going to be finished in that synthetic rubber material, so no plastic in the bottom. Good amount of storage place, and they're going to be the window switch, the back shade, the 2 shades, one for the right door and left door, and they're going to be a button for the light. Here are the back seats. Back seats are nice and spacious. They're going to be a good amount of headroom. Leg room is very, very good, which is expected in this class. And this Mocha Napa leather interior looks very nice. And they're going to be an armrest. It is very heavy and nice and soft. Inside, they're going to be a ton of storage place for the back armrest, and they're going to be 2 cup holders and the climate controls. But let's go ahead and move inside this 7 Series, or in the back of this 7 Series, and I'll show you basically the shades and the climate control here in the back. Alright, so I am in the back of this 7 Series, and seriously, this 7 Series has a ton of leg room here in the back. I really like the wood trim right here in the back of this front seat. There's going to be a small storage place right here, and I did actually mention that this is a light button, but this is actually for the shade up here, so you could open it from the back, and there's going to be a button next to it. This button is going to be for the back shade. And I'm not exactly sure if this is a light, but I couldn't find a way to actually turn it on. There's going to be this logo right here saying that basically this is a light, but I'm not sure how to turn this light on. I did mess around with the buttons in the front, but I wasn't able to find anything. This is going to be for the shades on the doors. And they're going to be a mirror right here with a very nice bright light, and there is another one on the other side, but I'm not exactly sure how to turn this side light, so if you guys know, please let me know. And they're going to be a AC vent, and as I said, the legroom is very good in the back of the 7 Series, and it should be expected, of course. And I forgot to mention, but this 7 Series actually has 4-zone climate control, and you could control the left, you could control the right. It does have heated seats. This is part of a package. The fan speed, and here is a max AC, and they're going to be the modes. A little bit of storage place, and they're going to be a 12 volts all the way in the bottom, and 2 USB-Cs. And I'm not exactly sure why BMW placed the USB-Cs and 12 volt all the way in the bottom. It's really hard to get to. But this is how the front of this 7 Series look like. I hope you guys enjoyed this review of this 2022 BMW 7 Series. I would like to thank Brittany and BMW here in North Haven, Connecticut for providing me this 7 Series. If you guys are around and if you guys are interested, make sure to come check them out. I'm going to go ahead and put the information and link in the bottom of this video. And if you guys would like to see more videos like this, please subscribe. And as always, I'll see you next time.